Z across LC with your hosts, Jeff Alsman and Cody Zitman.
And welcome once again to another episode of the A to Z Across LC podcast.
You were going to say season. We're almost there.
We're almost at the end of the first season.
I know. It's pretty exciting.
I'm not sure which episode this is now, but we're still here.
We got 1.3 million viewers. That's all that matters.
Yeah, okay. You pull out the abacus every week and figure that out, don't you?
I do. You know what? It must be good when we got the big dog as our producer. Lim's in the house.
The producer O is off today, and we have, there he is, producer L.
I like that. Producer Cam. Curveball. Yeah. Thought you couldn't do stuff on the fly, man. That's good.
So anyway, back once again to this episode of the A to Z Across LC podcast. Jeff Alsman here. You've already heard from Cody Zitman, and you've seen Mike Lemons. So that's almost everybody that's in the house. We're going to have a great show today, we hope. We're going to be talking to Daniel Nasse, who is the recruiter here on campus and is in charge of developing and putting on the Summerfest event that's going to be happening on July 11th. So we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that so everybody can know what to expect at that event. But, we're getting towards the end of June, heading for July. That means fireworks, hot dog eating contests. It's National Park and Rec Month, just all kinds of things. So I was going to ask you, what is your dream hot dog? Because, that's...
Chili dog guy.
Chili dog.
Foot long chili dog. Yep. Chili dog, cheese.
And that's
my
it?
favorite. Yeah, I'm plain Jane. Meat and potatoes guy.
Well, you're like always that organic food stuff, right? I mean,
no, not really. But I drink my veggies and fruits and all that stuff. So,
but not your chili.
Not my chili.
So
not
really,
chili.
no.
The
onions and sauerkraut and mustard and all of that. We'll ask our guest too when we bring him in.
Johnsonville brat, the cheddar brats.
Okay.
And then steak and shake chili in a can. That's my favorite chili.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I love that steak and shake chili.
That's one of my daughter's
good spice
chilies.
Cheese on top. I could eat like 6 of those.
We chili dogs?
We should actually.
We should have our own contest.
Yes, we should.
Our own hot
I don't know. The big dog's in the house, Lim, so I don't know if you allow chili in his studio. He's shaking his head right now.
He's not on camera, but you should see the faces he's making. He looks like he has a major case of indigestion already.
He's like, nope.
So we won't make any promises when it comes to that.
Okay, you didn't tell me about your chili dog. You're the works, I can tell already.
I'm the works.
Yeah.
Do I look? You said I can tell by looking. Is that what you said?
No, you were saying I don't like kraut and onion. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
Jeff likes everything.
Those are just different types of condiments. I like relish, but it's got to be not the dill relish. It's got to be the sweet relish.
I'm the guy when somebody bakes the cake and all the icing, I scrape off all that just to have the cake part.
Really?
Yeah, I could do like a muffin that's just the muffin, no icing.
Too dry. I've got to have it. I can't do the dry stuff. I don't like all the extra. Nothing dry. Yeah. No chips without dip. No bread without something else. Yeah. No crackers without soup.
But I mean, you can, hey, maybe one time we could have like Dr. Sue's those hubcap chocolate chip cookies that she does.
I've never heard of those.
You never heard that?
No.
You don't have to add anything to those. I mean, that's literally right. I think that was like in her interviews. We asked that question up on stage.
Really?
So how often can you make those?
I've missed out on all that. I'm going to have to
just because I know she's an avid listener of this podcast.
Yes.
We'll probably get some chocolate chip cookies.
We need to make her a guest so she can bring them in. Yeah.
Could we do a cooking one, Lim? From site where she actually makes it from scratch?
He's trying to talk. I don't have his mic turned on. See, we're all still, this is still season 1. We're still
can't control everything, man. No.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
So the cookies.
Yeah.
Have you had her carrot cake?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I love carrot cake.
I haven't had it. I mean, I think she can basically build or bake.
The cookies
anything.
are really good. The carrot cake is stupid.
Another level?
Oh, yeah.
Does that come in the shape of the hubcap also?
No, but it's a massive cake. And it's very heavy. Very heavy because it's dense. And
it's more like the whole bumper, not just the...
Yeah. It's really good.
We could do that, like where she's baking and
we could have her bring in a recipe.
Could we do that? We'd have to go on site.
Get her if you
we'll
can
do
get
a hard line
from
her kitchen.
Yeah, if you can get her to do it.
Oh, Dr.
She's crafty
Sewer,
too. She makes things.
I know.
Like she
That's
made
what
a,
I'm saying. She
a
could
crib
build and bake.
Yeah, build and bake.
Well, I'm getting more intrigued
garden.
all along now.
And garden.
Yeah.
What does she not do?
We'll have to bring her in and ask
You're
her.
kidding.
I thought of a few jokes right then, but I
Yeah,
thought it'd be
no
best to
kidding.
leave those
Yeah.
out since
Yeah. The
since he's kinda
FCC
my
may not
boss.
control
Yeah.
podcasts, but I think the College Board probably would. So you want to be careful with that. So back to the hot dogs for a second. So grilling outdoors. Are you a grill person? And Mike, you can jump in too. Now that I've got your mic up, a grill person, or are you a griddle, like the
Okay,
Blackstone griddle type?
Guess
person?
what? Like, surprisingly, I don't do any cooking.
That
I
doesn't
can,
surprise me.
I can
You're
literally.
never home. How can you?
Here,
ever
let's
do
talk about this. Like, I'm money on a frozen pizza in the oven for 27 minutes. A DiGiorno.
27 minutes.
27 minutes on a DiGiorno.
I think it says
Ooh.
12 to 15 on the box.
No,
doesn't
not
it?
on a DiGiorno. You know, high class over here. Yeah. That crust. It's like
You don't grill.
No,
I mean, I don't
my
cook,
wife,
but
my
I
wife
grill.
grills.
Yeah.
Corey grills. My dad grills. I love grilling food and eating it, but I don't do. Any
You mean
of
you
that.
love grilled
food? Yes.
Grilling, smoking, griddle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do it
I don't
all.
do the smoking, but I love the.
And Sydney's brother actually is in competitions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We
So-
might have to get him on the show too.
But I do.
We're food related. You can tell
I know we
everything
are.
we talk about. Bringing somebody.
I
in.
just every time I think about it, we can do a live from that area podcast. If we
Yeah.
have a hard line, we're good.
You got to have good Wi-Fi, or we're
Yes,
not
we
coming.
do.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you wanted to do your chili dog cook-off or eating competition, not in studio.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do it out on a patio or somewhere, you
Let's
know,
do
work.
it.
we're
That
down.
could work.
We're down for that.
Oh my! Now you're like throwing the.
So did
gauntlet
you say
down.
plain? You just a straight hot dog with chili and that's it?
chili and cheese?
Chili and cheese.
Chili cheese.
Yeah. But nothing, not the extra
No
onion,
onions.
not an onion. Not a,
I've decided that the
Hot sauce.
the
onion,
griddle.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, look,
Occasionally some mustard.
yeah, I can't mustard and only ketchup do I like. A1, but this is not chili dog. We're talking.
Yeah, I'm still talking chili dog.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to have the? Can you do the dog that's made up of things that you don't even know about, or do you have to have the all beef?
Aren't all dogs things that we don't really know about?
Well,
Like
some of them fool you and say it's all beef.
the
So I did.
Johnsonville brats are pretty solid. Like
Yeah, those.
they're,
but that's a brat. That's
Are you
different
talking?
than
brat,
all.
but you
Are
know
you
it's like
talking
a hot dog.
impossible, like vegetarian?
No,
type of-
no, but like if
I don't want to throw out any names because I don't care what hot dog if you want to buy a banner for Lewis and Clark Athletics, I can set you up.
You know how you can get the hot dog and it can have like turkey and chicken and beef and pork all in it,
Yeah.
or you can get the all beef hot dog.
Yeah.
But now the brat, that raises it to a entirely
See,
different
here's the
level.
thing about
That's different than
we're going down the rabbit hole here.
Yeah,
But
we kinda
anyways,
are, aren't we?
but we're only focused on Summerfest, and we got Daniel Noche, right? So we got plenty of time, so we can banter
Well,
up front,
I
right?
don't know about plenty of time, but
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
the brat, that's the Johnsonville
Daniel
brat.
may
I
not
don't
wait very long in the green room.
Yeah, he will.
Especially
Yeah,
if
he
he's
will.
listening, he's gonna
yeah,
be
he will.
hungry.
He's fired up. He's
Okay.
fired up about this podcast. The brat, Johnsonville brat, they're not like it's not like a normal brat. Like it's more in the hot dog family, I'd say, which is why I like it. It's still got the crisp to it, but it's not a normal brat. I'm gonna say.
I don't have any idea what you mean by that, but okay.
Okay.
To me, Mike, what do you think? To me, there's nothing close to a hot dog and a brat.
And-
Oh, well, it's close.
well, I
Obviously
mean,
close,
it
but-
looks
Yeah.
the same.
It's
but
just, it's just not. It's not a normal brat. Like
What's a normal brat?
I don't know how to explain it.
You who don't even like to eat it, trying to explain to us.
I mean, I like both, but like when you go to the meat market, shout out meat market, just on the left if you want to buy a banner for athletics.
Do you get the ones
which
that
I
are-
eat there at least weekly, and my parents get all your stuff there.
Do you
so-
get the ones that come
FYI.
out, like
Yeah, it's like sausages almost.
but you have to like cut, cut
Yeah,
them
I mean, kind of. You don't see any of that in it, but you can tell that they've been made. Like it's different than compared to you go to and buy this package of cheddar brats at Johnsonville. Like it's closer to the hot dog family. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like I should have them on here on the podcast and show this.
I think they would be the first to tell you we're not a hot dog.
I think
They wouldn't.
would. I think
They wouldn't. I'm
would.
sorry, Johnsonville, but that's why it's not too overly because brats. You got to be in the mood for that. I want
If
to say.
Johnsonville buys a banner, you will retract that entire segment. right?
I'm a fan of anybody that buys a banner for athletics. So whatever you want me to push on the podcast and around, I will.
Okay. Well, we really should probably move on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like we're literally down to 500,000 viewers right now. They're out.
They're already
on this,
tuned out.
whatever this was.
Well, 'cause
15
you've
minutes
created-
of a waste of time.
You've
chili
created a
dogs.
real controversy because you've alienated the hot dog versus the brat.
Hey, so we don't
lovers.
waste the entire time. How about you pitch our email account right now and just say, hey, what are you, a hot dog or a brat person?
There you go.
And email us at A to Z. Yeah, go ahead. Pitch that so we don't wait. Yeah.
A to Z podcast at lc.edu. Tell us if you are a hot dog person or a brat person, and the trimmings. What are the trimmings that you have to have? See, now with the brat, all I need is a little mustard and relish on that. I don't need a whole bunch of the other stuff because the brat has its own flavor that's good.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
but that's just me. Mike, anything you want to add to this before we go all
Mike's
the way down?
asleep over there right now. Like he's like,
His
I
mouth's full.
I
He's
can't
got hot
believe I'm
dogs
talking
in
about this right now.
I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't have created this producer cam shot.
No, we should, but it's good. It's good.
So let's just talk in general, since we've taken a lot of time here, just about some of the events on campus. We're going to do a headlong dive into Summerfest, but there are different things going on. Athletic camps are going on, college for kids going on. When the summer hits and we're off school schedule, we're between semesters, things don't just totally shut down. There's still a lot of stuff that is happening on campus. So you don't want to think that there's nothing happening, around here. So lots of stuff still going on. And if you want a complete list of what's happening on campus, you can go to events.lc.edu. That'll take you to the public calendar, and you can pick a day, pick a building, whatever, and find out all the stuff that's going on campus. So how'd that go?
I mean, that's awesome. And if you just want to stop by athletics anytime, I'm here 7 days a week. So come on in and
that's
stop in
for sure.
there.
And he
knock on the door.
Might even have the grill going and a hot dog for you.
Well, the oven, because remember, I heat up stuff. I can make a mean turkey sandwich.
Why don't you take us out for this segment so we can bring in our guest if he's still around, and we'll dive into Summerfest.
Sounds good. We are
LC A to Z.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark. I got my start in the radio program that put me on the path to where I am today. We still do radio, but now we're so much more. Podcasting, producing, and editing, not to mention new equipment, studios, courses, and a new name. If you want to work in professional media or create better content for the things you love, do like I did and discover your path at Lewis and Clark Community College. Enroll today at lc.edu.
And welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast. Jeff Alsman here, Cody Zipman as well. Mike Lemon's sitting in as the producer today for us. Big thanks to Mike. And since we have answered all of the hot dog and brat questions, it's time to move on to a different summer celebration. And we have Daniel Nase in the studio with us. He is the recruiter here at Lewis and Clark. And he's also in charge of Summerfest, which is a big event on campus July 11th in the early evening and then rolling on through till about 7 o'clock. He'll tell you all about that. First of all, Daniel, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I've been watching this on Facebook and on anywhere else I can find it, and it's like so addicting. So I can't get enough of it.
So it's addicting. It's almost as good as
It's
a
almost
hot
as
dog
good
in
as
summertime.
I would even dare say a chili dog
Oh, you would.
with cheese.
Are you going to give us some feedback on where you stand?
So you were listening.
I'm really basic. I'm really basic.
You're
I'm
not, I'm a chili dog with cheese without the chili of the cheese.
Don't even need the bun. He just holds the.
Well, in my family, it's not too much hot dogs, but definitely brats. And instead of a bun, we have it with rice. So brats
really?
and rice.
Can
and
you-
Now
life
you're getting
is good.
You're getting real close to gumbo now. You just throw a little bit of other good stuff.
Can
in
you tell
there.
us the difference?
Yeah,
apparently
between a
I
hot
can't
dog and a
explain
brat.
it.
Between a hot dog and a brat.
Well,
Educate this man.
Johnsonville brats are really close to hot dogs.
So, see, I knew it.
Just kidding.
Steer away from this rabbit hole. Steer away right now. Let's go.
We're moving
Let's go.
we're
We got to
going
get
all
on
the way down,
Summerfest.
all the way down. So Summerfest is a program that's not necessarily directed right at students, but really the entire public, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All of our counties, from Greene County to Madison County, all the towns in our in our area, whether you're from Bethalto, Wood River, East Alton, Bunker Hill, Calhoun, anywhere that, honestly, even if you're from Belleville or across the river in St. Louis, you can come on over. It's a community event. It's family friendly and it's free, except for the food trucks. But other than that, it's free. So, yeah.
So it starts at 4:00.
Mm-hmm.
Ends at 7-ish, probably, right? Something,
Yep.
depending on how much fun everybody's having.
Absolutely. We decided to extend the hours. Last year, we went from 4 to 6, but this time we're going 4 to 7, so that way it gives chance for people to get off work, and if they're looking for something to eat for dinner, then this is a great place to have it. And then promptly at 7 p.m., all the vendor and other fun things are going to kind of die down a little bit, and then we have the Alton Municipal Band, which my fiance is actually playing in.
Party time, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
So that was the hook that you were able to get them here, your fiance?
100%.
Okay. She gets the credit for that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out. Exactly.
Yes. And so, the Alton Municipal
So you're not
Band
going to
is-
tell us who she is?
it's a secret. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's her name.
Even to her, it's a secret.
Her name's Erica Kennington. She's the band teacher at East Alton Middle School.
Okay.
Her social security number. No, just kidding.
No, don't do that.
God,
Don't do that.
But no, she's a world of fun, and we're very excited to start this new chapter together. And you can come on out and see her perform along with 79 other members of the Alton Municipal Band, and they're going to be performing their children's concert.
Oh.
So it's going to be all children songs, and I heard a little bit of a preview, and they've added video game sounds into it, and I was just like, that's impressive.
Give me some numbers like you just did. So you got basically an 80-person band coming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some other numbers on this. How many vendors you got?
I've
How
got-
long did this take you? All the work into it.
Well, we
Still in
started
progress,
Yes,
right?
still in progress. We have a number of vendors that are coming from the nonprofit sector as well as the for-profit sector. In total, we have somewhere around 30 to 35, and then on top of that, we have LC's programs and services that Lewis and Clark offers. So that's another 35 tables, and then on top of that, we're gonna have the petting zoo come on out. And there's 11 different animals on there, including a baby pig, which was a must-have from the brass
we shouldn't
up
have been
top.
talking about hot dogs.
I was like,
We shouldn't have.
And then after as well as the petting zoo, we're gonna have 2 face painters. We're gonna have a very large inflatable slide, a small bounce house, and a rock wall, which goes up pretty high up.
And you had almost 1,000 people last year.
Yep, a little bit over 1,000 last year, and they didn't say it in the press release, but I'm aiming for over 2,000 this year.
go.
Now, you need to mention it has moved location on campus because there's some work being done in the original location. So you're moving it back to the back of the campus, back near the soccer field.
Yes, so instead of being in front of Phobes Hall and the music building parking lot area where it was last year, like you said, we pushed it back we've relocated to the back parking lot. So if you're looking for Summerfest, just go on to LC's campus and then go far back as you possibly can, and you'll see a whole bunch of tents as well as a whole bunch of signs and flags, and you'll probably
So
be
you'll
able to
have
hear the
signs
band.
along the street as
Absolutely.
people are driving in. And
Absolutely.
well, it won't be hard to find once you get back past the Hathaway building.
Yeah.
You'll probably see all the activity, I would think. So
I would hope so. I mean, next year, my goal I was $15,000 away from getting a Ferris wheel. So, fingers crossed. Katie
Hang
3,
on a
Katie,
minute now.
Katie 3 coming through.
You know what happened to me? My certificate of insurance eyes just started getting real big.
That's all I was thinking. You get documentation on that?
Yeah,
They had to sign a
documentation.
waiver.
I just imagine the line of cars being like Field of Dreams at the end. They're all lined up coming in there. So it's 2,000 this year. That means you're shooting for 3,000 the following year. Ferris wheel. Okay, I got it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we've got an arch. We might as well have a Ferris
That's right.
wheel, right?
Might as well.
Absolutely.
Well, so the purpose of the event. What's the thought process behind it? What's the reason for having it?
So we really wanted to bring the community back onto campus. Right now, it's a beautiful stone wall that marks the border between Lewis and Clark's campus and the rest of the outside world, as you could call it. And they usually a lot of our events are geared more towards the students, at least the parts that I'm at, the events that I'm at and attending. It's geared more towards our students. But with Summerfest, it's for everyone. And it goes all the way down to little itty bitty babies to grandparents, great parents, you name it. So we really want to try and bring community back onto our campus and keep it coming because we are a community college and we are LC.
Oh,
see you. There it is.
Go. That's the recruiter.
Yes,
Daniel
that's
O'Shea.
right. So one thing folks should probably think about, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is it okay for them to bring their own lawn chairs if they wanted to, or blankets? And it is going to be July 11th, and right now we're in the middle of a nice little heat wave. People need to stay hydrated, prepare for that. But what kind of advice would you give them?
Yeah, I would definitely say hydrated. We're going to have some opportunities in different places where you can get water or grab something to drink. We also have one of the giveaways, and I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it, but one of the giveaways is going to be...
Is this a sneak peek?
It's a sneak peek. We're giving away suntan lotion. They're little bars, and they're really cute. Credit to Laura Inlow, by the way.
They got the LC logo?
They got the LC logo.
Can we say it so it's free parking and free sunscreen?
Free parking, free sunscreen.
I feel like I heard that before. Free parking, free sunscreen. You haven't heard that on the radio? Ooh, am I allowed to say what place that is? Or is that promotion for that place? Unless they buy a banner, Holiday World. You know what I mean? If you want to buy a banner, come on down here right now because we have free parking and free sunscreen at Summerfest.
I guess I've missed that commercial.
Really? You never heard that?
I think I have.
Okay. 1.3 million. I'm embarrassed to 1.3 billion people now.
Well, it's not the first time.
No, it's not.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, bring your lawn chairs. Bring your beach chairs. Even if you want to bring a towel or you want to bring a blanket. Since the Alton Municipal Band has their concerts every Thursday and Sunday, they just kind of picked up their Thursday concert and moved it over to Lewis and Clark. So we hope to see their crowd from where they usually are at Riverview Park.
I like it.
To come with.
Cool.
So parking. Do you know where that's going to be on campus?
It's the biggest parking lot on campus. So it's the big one in the very back. Summerfest won't take up a lot of parking at all. And if you've ever been to Lewis and Clark's campus, you'll see the very big parking between the halfway parking lot.
Which is in like 4 sections, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hathaway 1, 2, 3, and 4. Want to know how I know that? Snow removal, man. Snow removal. Tana, you got who is on snow removal this time? I think that's shout out to Lucas out there.
I don't think that's going to be a problem on July 11th.
It's not, but you never know. Lucas and I think that's Charles Grimm, the Grim Reapers out there. Okay, back to the show. No shade.
Sometimes he just wanders a
I
little
do.
bit.
That's all right.
Just kind of.
I want people to know where they're going.
That's all right. Absolutely.
It makes the show fun, man.
Makes it hard to have a follow-up question when I have no idea how these things come to your mind. You just need to be prepared to flow right into the next bit of conversation. So start flowing.
So on the north entrance is what you want to come in to Lewis and Clark. That's right by campus safety. And once you come down there, all you have to do is take a right or left, and you will see Hathaway parking right in front of you.
You know
Hathaway
what he sounds?
1,
he needs to be a
2,
little
3,
tram
or
guy.
4.
Right.
Now approaching.
That's good.
He is.
I was going to say that, right? I mean, the best way is it's the northwest corner of campus.
Yeah.
Or if you're challenged from the east, west, north, south, if you're staring at the campus, back right.
Back right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
And
you
when
really do. You sound like one of those Disney tram guys.
I'd love to do that. It'd be a great job.
It would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Come in the north entrance, and on the right, you'll see the Lewis and Clark Arch.
Man.
And on the left, the Great Lawn.
You know,
As
I've
we
gotta-
continue down, we will reach Hathaway Parking and Summerfest.
You should give the tours here.
I-
Honestly,
yeah.
No
I'm
more,
not-
no more hats, please.
Oh man, but yeah, and a lot of our vendors and a lot of our volunteers are going to be on site to help with anything and everything that may come up. Bathrooms are going to be located over at the soccer field, which is just like I'd say maybe a 2-minute walk from Summerfest. So, but bathrooms will be open, so that'll be good.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a fun time. Lots of people. We do want to remind you to, be prepared with your own sunscreen, but you can pick some up here. We don't. After all, it is July 11th, so middle of July. It's probably going to be hot. There is no rain date, correct?
There is no rain date. It is one and done.
One and done.
So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But like I have been looking at the weather every 2
good.
hours, thinking that it's going to change. And
all
right
good.
now, it's weirdly there's sun in the morning, and then there's a thunderstorm, and then there's sun in the afternoon, and I'm just
And it's a balmy 95.
and it's a balmy 95 with uncomfortable humidity. So
Nice.
but
Sounds like a perfect day.
Perfect
to be
time in the
outside
Midwest,
sun, doesn't
baby.
it? Yeah, it's like,
Promote that.
Break out the
summer.
grill, you know?
Come on down.
bring an umbrella, not for the sun and
Yeah.
the rain, maybe. Just to.
all the above.
Okay, so that's Summerfest. As long as you're here and you are the recruiter after all, let's talk a little bit about recruiting. What do you do?
What do
as
I
a
do
recruiter?
As a recruiter? Okay,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of, like you said, a lot of different hats. But yeah, so my job is to bring people to the campus. Summerfest is one of the ways. Other ways is I get to have the fun job of going out to the community, whether it's the Betsy Ann picnic in Brighton, or the Jersey County Fair, or Juneteenth in Alton, or any other craft fair that I can get into with a nice smile. My job is to just get that information out to students and then direct them to apply at our website at www.lc.edu/apply, or you can go to the website and then click the Apply Now button, which is in the upper right-hand corner.
And you focus on pretty much just high school students, or
I
you try
focus
to
on
build
everybody.
relationships with even like the middle school students who are a few years down the road? But
Absolutely. We do have a presence over in Alton Middle School. Shout out to the former principal, Dr. Cindy Inman. She has just retired from Alton Middle School, and the person taking her place is Dr. Brian Sands. Yep. And we hope to continue that amazing relationship with Alton Middle School, and we try and see how many of those students will become future trailblazers.
because you want to kind of set that seed before they ever start really thinking about where they might be wanting to attend college, and getting them on campus years early makes them feel very comfortable once they might decide to come back and actually be a student here. So it sounds like
Absolutely.
a good strategy.
You give tours?
Yes, I have given 1,004 tours.
Are you
of
serious?
Lewis and Clark.
Did you chalk it up in your
I
office?
chalk them up every
I love
time.
that. That's good.
Yep, my student ambassadors are at 30 tours, so they got a little ways to go. But I've been giving tours of the campus for a pretty long time, and through the heat, snow, rain, sunny days, you name it.
Do you have a digital streaming and broadcast media T-shirt that you can wear to these?
I don't. I do not.
We'll have to
I do
take
not.
care of
I
that.
also,
We'll have to do something about that before you leave.
I also don't have a banner, so I mean that would work out too.
I'm going to tell you, so a warning label on this one, tread lightly here, but what is your favorite department to tour?
Oh,
Careful.
dang.
Diplomatic. Come on, you gotta
Careful.
Remember, there is a dog pound banner hanging
That is true.
that you're part of.
That is true. That is true.
I'm
But
just saying.
one of my best friends has come from the digital streaming and broadcast media department.
Well,
so
that can be your best friend, but we're asking about the best department.
the best department.
I think it's probably digital broadcasting and athletics.
Oh, look at you. That's good. Combination right
See,
there.
I've been in PR a long time.
See, that's but
I know what the correct answers are.
Daniel's answer is all of campus.
All of
Because we're
campus.
one team here. Because we are.
LC.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Yeah.
I had a question for you and I forgot it. So I guess we'll just eliminate that one. Now I'm embarrassing myself in front of 1.3 million viewers.
Anything else to promote just your area and recruitment?
We are currently planning and going to execute express registration.
That's where I was going.
I was gonna say, I was like, there was
That
something
was
on
my
the back of my
question.
head that was like
Yes.
really important that's
Yes,
coming up.
that was it.
So express registration, the next one is going to be on July 29th, and students will be able to come from 9 to 12, and they will receive a tour. Chalk up another one. We'll receive a tour. They'll get registered that day if they have all their paperwork turned in, and then they'll also receive tech training. We do have a new student orientation on July 8th, and then April, May, June, July, August 7th. So July 8th and August 7th is new student orientation. And then we're going to have the Blazer kickoff, or we'll call it Trailblazer kickoff, to the Friday before classes begin. I don't know that number. I don't know that date, unfortunately. But that is a chance for students to meet other students, get their cohort, get their T-shirts, and get a class picture, and get free snow cones too. So
Very cool.
So before we let you go, give us a little bit about if they can go to the website and do what, and then if they have any questions, give them your office number for the department so folks know how to get a hold of you.
Absolutely. So if you're wanting to apply at Lewis and Clark Community College, you can go to www.lc.edu and click on the Apply Now button. It's a blue button in the upper right-hand corner, and then you will click on Create Account, and then you can plug in your email and fill out the application. You'll get a nice email response from me saying, congratulations, you've been accepted to Lewis and Clark Community College. And then for Summerfest, if you just go to same as the other one, www.lc.edu/Summerfest. And if you want more information, you can call me at 618-468-5258. That's 618-468-5258. Or you can email me at dnosce@lc.edu.
Fantastic. Now, we found out in our last episode, usually Cody would give all the out cues at the end of breaks or at the end of our segments, but we decided the last time to let guests do it because, after all, as Cody has said before, we are LC is all of us, not just Cody and myself and our producers, but the guests that are here, the members of the community, the alumni, the students, the faculty, the staff. Everybody's part of the we in We Are. So we're going to go out in just a minute, and we're going to let you give us the out cue. Before we do that, Cody has some exciting news about a new season.
New season. So this is our last episode of season 1.
And we made it through season 1.
We made it through. I'm proud
Although
of you.
this one hadn't been posted yet. So
Hadn't been.
You
Yeah.
know, if
Friday.
you're watching now, we made it through season 1.
Through season 1. So in season 2, we're always trying to get better. So how about Alumni Alley, which is we're looking for you alumni out there.
So a new segment.
A new segment at the end, because we target our programs and our team members on campus. We target the community and what's going on and how they're interacting with us. But then what if we're also targeting our team members, our alumni, and we want to know where you're at now. Now, me and Daniel, right? We ended up right back here.
You're still here.
So we're still here.
Yeah.
So we want to know what you're doing now. We want to have you on the podcast. You know, all the pathways that started from Lewis and Clark on, and we want to hear those stories. And we have those people lined up earlier in the summer. I know what Dr. T is going to come on that first episode when we come back in season 2. And kind of talk about all the exciting things that he wants to happen across this year.
He is going to do that, and he's going to help us celebrate with our birthday cake.
He is. He's going to help us celebrate. And
maybe we should have Dr. Sue cook that
would
for
be
us.
awesome, yes.
That might be,
So we want to kick it up a notch, right?
And we might even have some
2.
more new ideas in
Yes.
season 2, some new segments as well. We always want to keep it fresh. And
keep it fresh, and you can always email us at
A to Z podcast at lc.edu.
Because basically we are recording every other week, and we want to stay fresh, and we want to talk about what you guys want to hear, like chili dogs, and and move on that way. So that's my pitch, Alumni Alley for the new year. But get back to us with the information of where you are out there, LC alum.
So the next time you see us, we will be in season 2, and looking forward to that. Daniel, we want to thank you for being with us. And do you want us to give you a countdown, or do you just want to take it and wing it and give us the out cue, or what?
Man,
I
I'll go with the countdown. I'll probably the countdown.
You want the countdown? Okay, Cody, why don't you give him the countdown?
How about I give you like I said? And signing off for season 1 with Daniel Noche, the Lewis and Clark recruiter.
We are
LC A to Z.